Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be going over 5 SCPs that could possibly end the world. Let's get right on the list. Number 5, we have SCP-20. Basically, this SCP is a fast-spreading fungal organism capable of affecting the senses and behaviors of living creatures, including humans. And the novel effects this SCP come in when you realize that the SCP is completely invisible from direct observation, even when it's under a microscope. The only way this SCP can be viewed is through photographic or video surveillance. And this SCP will form in a human residence and it will produce spores that will affect the behavior of humans around it, and these subjects will increase the heat and humidity within their homes, so their homes will be more suitable for the growth of SCP-20. And they also want to bring more people into their home to further spread the infection of this SCP. And once these spores reach a critical condition, the health of affected human subjects will rapidly deteriorate, resulting in death. And this SCP is basically the way it could end the world is because it's a fast-spreading fungal organism. And how it affects the behavior of people who want to invite more people, that's more and more people infected. So let's say a person gets it, they invite a person over to their house, they both have it, before they die, they start a party. All the people at that party get it, then all of those people die, and then the doctors and people at morgues will have to deal with their bodies, so they get infected, and they'll just spread and spread until millions or billions of people catch this fungus, and eventually die off. So yeah, that's how it could possibly end the world. On to the next one. Okay, at number 4, we have another fast-spreading organism, like a virus. This is SCP-008, the zombie plague, and as you can probably guess by the name, it's a zombie virus. Basically, this SCP is a complex prion that has 100% infectiousness, 100% lethality, and is only transmitted through exposed mucous membranes and all bodily fluids. It's not airborne or waterborne. And after no more than 3 hours after exposure, symptoms include flu-like symptoms with high fever and severe dementia. Later stages, coma approximately 20 hours after first symptoms appear and 12 hours after noticeable dementia. And this coma will be considered onset death. And a period of sporadic cellular necrosis occurs, which comes to resemble gangrene. Surviving tissue assumes its original function is highly resilient. Red blood cells greatly increase oxygen storage capacity, resulting in slower blood flow and increased muscular endurance and strength. Nervous and muscular systems are unaffected by total organ failure, but for several hours. Metabolism may decrease to extremely low levels, allowing subjects to survive for over 10 years without nutrition. High blood viscosity results in negligible blood flow from gunshots, punctures, and slashing injuries. Conditioned behavior, motor controls, and instinctive behavioral mechanisms are damaged, and cognitive abilities are severely retarded and erratic. Animals experience excessive brain necrosis and are inactive. The subject can adapt to its brain-damaged nervous system, but it's limited to basic physical activities, including standing up, balancing on 2 legs, walking, biting, grabbing, and crawling. Subject will energetically move towards sights, sounds, and smells associated with a living human. Subject will attempt to ingest living humans if physical contact is made. Neutralizing fully infected subjects requires significant cranial trauma. And there is strong evidence this SCP did not form on Earth. And yeah, this SCP is a zombie prion that can easily end the world through infection. I mean, it's a zombie virus. It can easily end the world. But it has been found that SCP-500 has been able to cure it. And SCP-500 basically a pill that can cure anything. But there's a limited amount of it, so on to the next. Alright, so here at number 3 we have the Keter class object, SCP-93, which is a perfectly black sphere that has been classified as a miniature event horizon, and any matter that moves into this SCP, including light, is irretrievably gone. But it's not a black hole because it does not exert a gravitational pull. This SCP also makes sounds, including ambient noises of nature, static, and sometimes even human speech. No attempts to communicate with this SCP have yet succeeded. And this SCP is known to double in size approximately every 31 years. And basically, in less than 250 years, this thing will be a kilometer wide. And it'll just keep growing. And I think you could pretty clearly see why this could easily end all life on Earth. Just a long death. Just keeps growing and growing and growing until it sucks up everything on Earth. Yeah, this could easily end all life. Number 2. Okay, so at number 2 we have SCP-1000. And this SCP is a Keter class object known as Bigfoot. Yep, this SCP is Bigfoot. And you're probably wondering right now, how could this possibly end the world? Well, because this SCP, has a anomalous pseudo-disease classified as SCP-1000-F1. And humans, have a minimum chance of 2% being instantly killed via permanent cease of brain function by looking at this SCP. Yes, people can die by looking at this SCP. And the more you view it, the higher the chance of you dying grows. And this could probably end the world because enough people look at it. And this SCP could probably end the world. Like, it just could probably pretty easily end the world. Just people looking at it and dying. Yeah, that's pretty dangerous. I think we're going number 1. Alright, so at number 1, we have SCP-096. This is one you've probably heard of. It's the good old Shy Guy. And if you don't know this SCP, it's basically this big humanoid creature that basically its arms are just grossly out of proportion with the rest of its body. And the skin is mostly devoid of pigmentation with no signs of any body hair, and its jaw can open 4 times the norm of an average human. And this SCP is dangerous because, well, if you look at its face, whether it's their video recording, pictures, drawings, direct contact, it will stop at absolutely nothing to hunt you down and kill you. So yeah, it's pretty dangerous, and if it senses that someone looked at it, it will start just crying and screaming and babbling, and then it will run and start killing the person that saw it. But when this SCP is not being looked at, it's extremely docile. So yeah, if enough people look at this thing's face, if you're wondering how this could end the world, just imagine someone in a big crowded public area, like a big city, like New York, like New York City or something. They're in the streets with a bunch of people, and they accidentally look at a image that they got texted by a friend of this SCP's face. Yeah. And the SCP will come towards them, and then all the people in that crowd will start seeing its face. And people will probably start take videos of this. People see it, and just, if enough people look at this thing's face, it would be very dangerous. So yeah, I think that ends off the list pretty well. If you like the video, please subscribe, and see you in the next video.